Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Well, here we are today talking about food. Some of it has some wisdom in it. Some of it is just regular, ordinary kvetching. So what I like to do usually is talk about the message, not the mess. And the message is that you can get better, you can lose weight, you can get healthier, you can want to do this, you can be motivated to do this, you can be the power of example to those around you, and you don't know how much power you have. You don't know what you possess when you start taking control of your food. It is amazing what can happen to your self-esteem, your just joie de vivre. Everything can change around you. And people might not be telling you, because sometimes we have that thing where we're kind of envious. And so instead of celebrating and supporting somebody in their success, we tend to be quiet about it and not mention it. It was funny, I ran into, I used to work with this tall and lithe and skinny and just beautiful. She should be a model. And you would picture her in these silk chiffon flowing sort of things. And she's got this ear-to-ear smile. She's just this gracious, wonderful woman. And I've lost the weight since she's seen me. And she goes, Sarah, you're tiny. And it was just kind of funny because nobody's really ever called me that. My nickname was Slenderella in elementary school, and it got worse as I got older, things that I wouldn't even mention here. So anyway, it was just kind of funny. But she's a very tiny person too, and so it's just interesting where you can hear it from and where somebody won't say something to you. And so a couple of women where I work have mentioned that they want to, really do something about it because they're pulling out the summer clothes, you see. And so I said, I'm here, I can help you. And they said, well, I'm trying to give up. And one went from eating cereal with milk to eating cereal in the middle of the night dry, and asked if that was a better choice. And I said, no, but, there's, just picture where you are in your forest, right? How far out of the forest have you begun to walk with your knowledge of what certain foods are, what certain foods can do to you or do for you, versus when you first started and you didn't know. You didn't know the difference between, you couldn't look at the labels and say, this one's healthier, this one is just a candy bar with a wig on it. Yep, it's just another candy bar with a different wig on it, sold in a different part of the store, so you buy it. And then when you see the grams of sugar, and maybe, I don't want this to be a rant, but maybe the grams of sugar are white sugar, but then look at the other things. And do you know that list of 56 or 57 different names for sugar? You'll probably find 3, 4, 5, or 6 of them in that item, in that, say, granola bar. And so it's loaded with fake stuff or stuff that they can call by another name, like, what is it, malted rice syrup or rice syrup, things like that. And all those different kinds of sugars, they're just different wigs. They are. I'm telling you. So I like to talk about the message here, but sometimes we do need to talk about the mess. And the mess is how a lot of us feel when we finally land at wherever we land to do whatever it is to begin the journey. And isn't it funny? Too bad they couldn't give you like something that you hold. And so people would know, oh, she's on her journey, let's stop and chat. So anyway, it's just kind of interesting. We like to share the message of hope all the time, okay? And I know that some of you go away and come back and go away and come back. And that's okay, because we aren't, I'm not necessarily showing you how to fit a day's worth of smart points into your day. And there are wonderful stations that can do that. And I listen to them too, because I'm always fascinated with what they can eat in a day. This is a place where we talk about the other stuff, maybe the triggers, the cravings, the sugar being the gateway, what we need to do, where we need to research something out, what a healthy oil is versus an unhealthy oil. Do you take supplements? Do you not? Is there a reason? How many pieces of fruit do you eat a day? And what kinds are there? Are they? And lots and lots of emotions. Your head wants to lose the weight, of course. And you'd like your body to lose the weight, of course. But your body might resist. Your gut might resist. You may have done some damage along the way. And so we always want to be careful of that, and we can undo some damage. There are people that used to take diabetes and heart medicines and cholesterols and things like that are able through their diet to give up these things or make them less high of a dose. And that's wonderful. It also lengthens your life when you look at it that way. Remember that your brain loves and needs fat. And fat doesn't make you fat. Grains and sugars make you fat, because grains turn to sugar that turns to fat. So having healthy oils is just, your body loves that. It's thirsty for nice oils, and they're satiating too. So never doubt the power of a full-fat dairy or cheese, or maybe a fatty piece of meat, maybe darker chicken than the white breast, things like that. So we talk the message, we talk the mess. We like to think of it all getting done here. We don't want you to gain. We don't want you to get more unhealthy. What we want is to stop the damage, stop the weight gain. And so while we're here, we talk about those things, sometimes specifically, but there are other sites for the specific things. Like how many smart points in a dinner. If I already had too many for lunch, should I eat my dinner? Should I go to bed with points left on the table or in the tracker or not on the tracker? Those sort of questions. You can get those from people that have worked that and have had experience with that. I've had experience with the emotional eating, the addiction. And so that's what I talk about here. And so I'm loving the responses I got from 15 years ago video. It's great where you were 15 years ago. And then it's like, oh my goodness, I've been doing this for a long, long time. Or I've not been paying attention to this for a long, long time. Fascinating, fascinating. And I love provocative things like that, because it really makes you think, appreciate, and be grateful for the work that you do today. Anything that you do today is work that has gifts at the end of it. And we want to live a longer and a healthier life. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah. Have a grand day. Bye-bye for now.